Hi, here's another video. I've got this electric dirt bike to have a look at today. As you can see here, the inner tube's missing somehow. And if you have a look up here, the brake lever is broken. I'll show you a bit more detail on that. I've repaired this bike quite a few times in the past, but it's back again. And as you can see here, brake lever plunger has come out and it won't go back in. So I'm going to be able to look at that today. So firstly, I'm going to remove the brake lever, just these two screws on the back for the bracket, and then I've just got to undo the hydraulic hose. As you see there, just unscrew that. I'll show you there. Okay, so I'm just going to take it inside and have a look at it, see what I can do. There's still a bit of fluid inside the lever, obviously, because it's hydraulic. And to show you here, the plunger has come out. There's a retainer on the inside, a washer, but somehow I think the bike must have fallen over on the lever and it's popped out. So first of all, I'm going to see if I can drain all the fluid out. So I'm just going to remove the reservoir cover here. There's two screws on the top. And as you can see, it is a Sur-Ron brake lever. So I want to remove this cover here, the reservoir cover. You can see the fluid inside. So I'm just going to mop that up with this tissue. I think it's just mineral oil in here. And you can see I've got most of it mopped up there. So what I'm going to do now is undo this bleed screw. Let's get that out of the way. Make sure there's no more fluid left in there. Just put that to one side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is give it a clean. Okay, I'll give the whole thing a clean so I can see exactly what I'm working with. That's the reservoir cover I've stated before, and that's the bleed nipple. So if you just have a look here, because I've cleaned up, you can see better. There's a washer in there and the snap ring or circlip, and it's popped out, but the circlip's still in place. So what I've got to do first and foremost, because it won't go back in, is remove the snap ring or circlip. And I've got my special snap ring remover pliers here. Just press them together and the ring should come out. The ring just sits inside a recess. As you can see here, I've got the ring out. It looks a bit bent. Now I've got to keep my finger over this because there's a washer and above the plunger. So what I'm going to do is be careful here because it might pop out. Okay, so I'm going to try and work this washer out by pushing the plunger down and wobbling it from side to side. As you can see there, I've got the washer out. That's the washer there. And that's the piston, the hydraulic piston. Put that to one side. Let me just show you here. Because it's popped out, you see here the washer is bent, and that's why the plunger's popped out. So what I've got to do is remove the plunger from the lever. I'm just unscrewing that here. That's the plunger free, and it's supposed to be like this. But as you can see, it's popped out. That washer is supposed to hold it in place. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just flatten the washer. It's got a bit of a concave shape to it, so I'm just going to press it with pliers, get it nice and flat. Show you there, see it's nice and flat now. So then, all I've got to do, pop the plunger back through. This is how it's supposed to be seated inside the lever, and then just screw the plunger back on with the washer. And you see here. So what I've got to do now, I've put the lever back together. What I've got to do now is push the lever down and push this washer back in place. Just push it, just sit slightly lower. And then for the tricky bit, what I've got to do now is put this snap ring or circlip back in place. But I'm going to use this Allen key to push it in place, because it's difficult getting the snap ring removal tool in there. And it's pretty much in place here. Let me just show you. I might have to adjust it a bit more, make it look a bit more like it fits tightly. Like I said, it fits into a little recess in there. Okay, I've got it, the snap ring fitted, and the lever seems to be working okay now. Just a few scratches in it, as you can see. See a few scratches there where it's fallen over. So I'm just going to give it a lick of paint. Just give it a touch of matte black, just to make it look a bit more presentable. And you can see the finished product there. And it's just a matter of refitting it. So it's just a reversal of before. Just got to connect the hydraulic hose, and I'll tighten that up later. And then it's just a matter of fitting the brackets, retaining brackets back over. And I'm just going to tighten them up, not too tight, I'm going to leave it loose. Because I've got to bleed it now. There's obviously air in the system, so I've got to bleed the brakes. So I'm just going to tighten it up slightly here, but loose enough so I can adjust it like so. So what I'm going to do is tip it up like so. And I've undone the bleed screw, you can see there. What I've got to do is pop this syringe in. I use a syringe because I haven't got the correct kit. So if I just pop the syringe in there, fill it with fluid, and just keep pumping the handle, as you can see there, you can see all the air coming out. And that's run out. The fluid goes in and the air comes out. So I need to top this up. So I'll just put some more fluid in there. And then just constantly pump the brake lever. And you can see the air coming out. And as the air comes out, fluid is going in. You can see the level going down. And I'm just going to do that constantly until there's no more air coming out. See, there's a little bit still coming out there. I think that's pretty much done now. I can't see any more air bubbles coming up. Let's flick it a couple of times. Yep, seems fine. Doesn't seem to be any more air coming out. And the fluid level has gone down. Okay. So what I've got to do now, just remove this syringe. Might get a bit of a leak. There is a proper kit for doing this, but I'll just use a syringe. And then once that's out, I'm just going to put this bleed screw back in. Just tighten it back down. As you can see there, just got to clean up the area. Pretty happy with that. So moving on to the tyre, I'll just rush through this one. So I've got a new tyre and an inner tube. So what I'm going to do is take the old wheel off with the tyre and discard that. And then just introduce the new tyre. I can fit these without, because it's a big wheel, you don't really need levers for these. So I'm just fitting the tyre around there, and I'm just popping the inner tube on the inside. As you can see here, just tuck the inner tube in, and then I'm just going to fit the outer bead back over. Like I say, with this big tyre you don't need levers. So all I've got to do now is just pop the wheel back on and inflate it. And it says 30 on the side of these, but maximum pressure, but I usually just put about 28. So I'm just starting to pump it up now. Just starting to inflate the tyre, just make sure it's seated correctly as I'm blowing it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it's taking a while, so I'll just pop the pump inside here. And it's nearly there. When it reaches 28, it should stop, as so. So it's just a matter of removing this pump now. You can see there, 28 psi pressure. And then just fixing the bike upright. It is heavy. Let me show you here, like I said before, I fitted a new tyre on here and repaired the Sur-Ron brake lever. And I'm just going to take it around the block to give it a test. But until then, thanks for watching and please subscribe.